You ever wake up one morning and realize the world's gone and done something so wild, so absolutely off the rails, that you question if you're still living in your own reality? That's exactly what happened to me. Jim Hargrove, retired Navy logistics guy, 25 years in, now just trying to enjoy my coffee and my quiet slice of heaven in Willow Creek, a sleepy little suburb in northern Georgia. I'm standing on my back porch one crisp fall morning, sipping my black coffee, when I hear this deep, grinding noise like a machine chewing up the earth itself coming from the back of my property, where nothing but my pecan trees and a rickety old fence should be. I walk down the hill, mug still in hand, expecting maybe a neighbor's doing some heavy yard work. But no, beyond my fence, there's a full-blown construction crew, guys in neon vests, a backhoe clawing into the dirt, rebar stacked like it's about to become something permanent. And there, standing off to the side, cool as a cucumber, is a woman in a sharp blazer, holding a clipboard with blueprints, pointing and nodding like she owns the place. My place, my land. I've lived here for over 2 decades, paid off this plot with my own sweat after leaving the service. I built that fence myself, planted those trees, hosted barbecues where half the neighborhood showed up with cheap beer and better stories. And now, some crew's tearing it up like it's public property? Nah, that's not how this works. I march over, heart thumping, and ask one of the workers, a guy with a hard hat and a friendly grin, what the hell's going on. He shrugs, casual as you please, and says, HOA's putting in a pool. Got the orders last week. A pool. On my land. I feel this cold knot tighten in my chest, like someone just sucker punched me. I head back inside, dig through my file cabinet. Old Navy habits die hard. I keep everything in, pull out my property deed, the survey from '98, the city plat I had double-checked when the neighborhood started filling up. It's clear as day. That back half-acre, where they're digging, is mine. Not the HOA's, not the city's, mine. I call the HOA office straight to voicemail. I email them crickets. By the next morning, they're pouring concrete, and I'm done playing nice. I drive to the HOA office, a fancy little building at the entrance of Willow Creek with a sign that screams, "Welcome to Serenity Springs," like it's mocking me. Inside, I meet Karen Voss, the HOA president, all polished smiles and fake sincerity, like she's selling timeshares instead of running a neighborhood. I tell her straight up, "You've got a crew digging on my property. Get them off now." She doesn't even flinch, just pulls out a glossy map and points to a line that magically cuts my lot in half. This parcel was rezoned as community space in our 2021 expansion plan, she says, voice dripping with that "I know better than you" tone. The board voted. It's unanimous. I'm no lawyer, but I know a lie when I see one. That map's a fake. Me survey doesn't match it, and I tell her so. She just smiles tighter, says, "Submit your concerns in writing, Mr. Hargrove." But the project's moving forward. I leave, fuming, and that night, I'm staring out my window at the silhouette of that backhoe, swaying like some mechanical beast ready to eat my land. I don't sleep. I'm not just mad, I am violated. This isn't just about dirt. It's about 25 years of my life, my roots, my peace. The next day, I head to the county recorder's office, clutching my survey like it's a battle plan. The clerk, a guy named Ed who looks like he's been sorting papers since the Carter administration, confirms what I already know. My lot hasn't been touched since I bought it. No rezoning, no easements, nothing. The HOA's map? Pure fiction. I'm driving home, rain spitting on my windshield, when I see they've made progress. Plumbing stubs poking out, stacks of shiny tiles parked in my driveway, without so much as a phone call. I'm done being polite. I call an old Navy buddy, Tom Rivera, who's now a land use consultant. We served together in Norfolk, mapping supply routes under pressure that'd make most folks crack. I send him everything: deeds, photos, Karen's fake map. He laughs, that dry chuckle he always had when someone underestimated us. "Jim, they built a pool on your land and thought you'd just roll over? Send me the rest." I know a guy in the city. I also find something else in the county records. The HOA's water line for their clubhouse, and this pool runs through my property on an expired permit. Expired 5 years ago. That's not just a mistake. That's illegal. Things start moving fast after that. A city inspector shows up, takes one look at the site, and slaps an orange halt order on my fence. Construction stops cold. The workers pack up, looking confused, and I'm standing there, snapping photos, feeling like I've finally landed a hit. But Karen and her board don't quit. They start sending violation notice. Says me fence is too faded, my porch lights too bright. Then it gets personal. I find a broken birdhouse by my gate, smashed like someone took a bat to it. Dog crap shows up on my front path, right where I step every morning. And one night, a typed letter slides under my door. You're hurting the community, Jim. Back off. One man doesn't get to ruin progress. No signature, but I know it's her. I'm not scared. I've faced worse than petty HOA games in my time, but I'm pissed. Then one evening, I hear a splash from the backyard. The pool basin's got a few inches of rainwater, and someone's dumped motor oil in it, a greasy slick stinking up the air. That's not just vandalism, that's sabotage. I report it to the county's environmental office, send them photos, even find the oil can toss Niarby, a brand you can't buy around here. The city moves quick after that. Hazmat trucks roll in, tape off the site, and suddenly the HOA's got bigger problems than me. By now, the neighborhood's starting to whisper. People I barely know stop me at the mailbox, asking what's going on. I don't say much, just the truth. The HOA's building on my land, and it's not legal. I call for a special HOA meeting, and Karen tries to block it, saying it's not conducive to community unity. I CC the city, the county, and a lawyer friend, Sarah Klein, who loves tearing apart HOA nonsense. They cave. The meeting's set. The night of the meeting, the clubhouse is packed, folding chairs overflowing, neighbors glaring or whispering. I walk in with a 4-foot poster board of my survey, bright orange stakes marked right through their precious pool. I lay it out calm but clear. This HOA built a pool on my land, without my consent, with fake maps and no permits. When I called them out, they sent fake violations, trashed my property, and tried to bully me into silence. I hold up the cease and desist letter they sent, accusing me of inciting unrest. The room's dead quiet until a board member, Carl Dunn, stands up, looking like he's about to puke. Karen pushed this through, he says, voice shaking. There was no vote. She said it was approved, and we'd sort it out later. The crowd explodes, shouts, gasps, a few curses. Karen's face goes red, but she's got no comeback. After that, it's like the dam breaks. The city launches a full audit, zoning violations, fake votes, expired permits, even the oil spill. A local news station runs a story. Navy vet takes on HOA over illegal pool. My inbox fills with messages, neighbors, strangers, even other HOA victims across the state. Some offer to chip in for legal fees. I don't need their money, but I feel the tide turning. Karen tries one last movie, a signed letter on my doorstep. Jim, you've made your point. Let this go, or we'll make life hard for you. Property values drop fast when you're the neighborhood pariah. I laugh, fax it to Sarah, and we file an injunction, trespass, damages, harassment, the works. Then comes the morning I'll never forget. I'm on my porch, coffee gone cold, when city trucks roll up, 3 of them, plus a news van. They're not here to talk. They're here to end it. Red tape goes up around the pool site hazard zone. A supervisor hands me a court order. Unauthorized structure. Unsafe. Contaminant positive. We're sealing it. I watch as they pour concrete, a gray tide swallowing Karen's dream. She shows up, screaming about community property, waving her fake map, but the supervisor just says, "Ma'am, this is private land." Court says so. She's got nothing left. The HOA's done for after that. The audit uncovers fraud, misused dues, the works. A neighborhood vote dissolves the board, unanimous. Karen's gone, Carl's gone, the whole machine collapses. But I don't stop there. That concrete slab's not just a grave for their arrogance. It's a chance to build something better. I pitch a memorial garden to the city, a quiet spot to sit. Think. Remember what happens when power runs wild. They greenlight it. I plant wildflowers with a few neighbors, even ones who used to side with Karen. We carve a plaque. This land stands free. Let it remind us. Boundaries matter, and silence isn't peace. Now, when I walk my property line, it's not just mine again, it's ours. Kids ride bikes past it. Old folks sit on the bench I built, watching the sunset. Someone hung a little American flag by the garden, and I let it stay. It's not about me anymore. It's about what we all learned. The HOA thought they could redraw lines, rewrite truth, and scare me into submission. But they forgot one thing. Some lines aren't just dirt. They're principle. And when you stand on them, you don't just hold your ground, you hold everyone's. So what do you think? Was I right to fight? Or should I have let it go for the sake of community? Ever had to draw a line someone tried to cross? Drop a comment. Share your story. I am reading everyone.